Hey, good morning, guys. It's a rainy night in Georgia. Well, it's a rainy day in Central Texas. It's 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm on my way to do my walking at Lowe's Hardware Store in Marble Falls, Texas. I'm on Park Road 4. It's 48 top up degrees. The reason I say that is years ago I used to have a little Austin Healey Bug Eye Sprite, a 1960, a little convertible car, two-seater. If I kept it, it probably would be worth about $20,000 now or more, but I didn't. But anyway, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, November the 3rd, Saturday morning. Good Saturday morning to you. Obviously, it's raining on me, and it is 48 top up degrees. Yes, sir, you would definitely have the top up today. So, having said all that, how you guys doing? I'm doing fine. Steady as she goes. You ever heard of the radio station WIIFM? What that stands for is What's in It for Me. And that's what the world runs on, folks. Everybody is listening to WIIFM. What's in it for me? So, having said all that, I'm going to give you a little tip today. Since I got a reminder from Geico, my automobile insurance carrier, reminding me that my discount for defensive driving was going to expire and I needed to take defensive driving on the internet again. And I'm going to do it. Why? It costs $17.95 to do it over the internet. It takes about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. Long time. But I don't have anything else to do anyway. Actually, I kind of enjoy it. It's fun. And if you do the defensive driving, your insurance company will give you a discount. Now, how much, I guess, depends on the insurance company and the type of coverage you have. But at Geico, I get about $40 a year discount. Doesn't sound like much, but when you take defensive driving, it's good for 3 years, so that's $120 roughly, and you pay $18 to take the course, round that to 20, so you net $120 savings in 3 years, which is okay, or $100 roughly. So it's like finding a $100 bill, and it's kind of interesting taking the defensive driving. You do learn a few things. It's a lot of talk. You know, I mean, you could burn through it a lot faster, but I just take my time because I'm not in a hurry. But the tip is, that's one, do the defensive driving thing and get a discount on your automobile insurance, whoever your carrier is. And also, be sure and ask your automobile carrier at least once a year, if you think about it, what discounts are you getting and what discounts are you eligible for. You know, ask them what they have, because some of them have discounts. If you have a certain type of security system on your car, they give you a discount. If you haven't had a ticket for so many years, they give you a discount. If you're accident free for 5 years, they give you a discount. So there's all kind of discounts, but some of them you have to ask for, because if you don't ask, you don't get. So become a good asker. Start asking. Ask. 3-letter word, but could make you rich. And WIIFM, what's in it for me? Anyway, it is a little cool. I've got my green tea and my dark chocolate almonds, and life ain't too shabby. And planning on taking me a little trip in my Prius, probably in April. I gotta save some money though. That's why I'm glad they had those 2 beer tasting events for me in January. That's $120. So I'll put that in the kitty. And for what I want to do, I probably need about $500 or $600 because I want to get. I might. I'm gonna try camping the way I've got it just right now, but might get a little screened-in shelter. I don't know. And as far as the tail veil, I know I've talked about it 100 times. I'd like to see that in person somewhere. Maybe I'll run across it on my next trip. But it's not too well. It's dropped down to 46 now. I wouldn't want to be stranded out here today. Mist and rain, cold. 46 degrees may not be cold to a lot of you folks, but 46 degrees and damp in central Texas is cold, or cool. Cold. I'll go with cold. Had a lot of comments, and I appreciate that. For those that fan funded, thank you so much. I appreciate that too. It means a whole lot. But I'll make it, baby. Don't rush. You'll make it one day at a time. Did a video earlier and posted it. I don't know if it's up yet. It's coming. About a guy asked a question about what personality traits should a person have that's planning on going full-time RVing. But you could apply that to full-time van dwelling, full-time car camping, or whatever, full-time anything. Full-time anything traveling on the road. I don't know. There's no way to really know. People, you don't really know. We can put labels on things, and we do that a lot. But once you put a label on it, it has rights. And we do that. The media does that. The news media has gotten so out of control. I wish, it ain't going to change, but, the news media is just really to the point of obscene, in my opinion. And I don't know about Facebook. I know I have children and grandchildren that do it, and friends too that do Facebook. I'm not into it. I did sign up, and I had a request for something this morning, and I just declined it. I don't give a shit about that. I don't care who wants to follow me or somebody wanted to be my friend or something. I just declined. I don't give a who the hell are you? And so, today is December the 3rd. Christmas is coming, the lights are on the tree. And I don't know another word of that song, so I guess I'll just let it be. How do you folks like Christmas? Is Christmas a good time in your life, or a bad time, or a stressful time? I think for most people that have families, it's probably a little stressful. And if you hear me smacking, it's my dark chocolate almond, the way I am. Deal with it. Is Christmas fun? The holiday season. I think it was just created to sell stuff. But that's okay. Then, if you need a reason to go buy stuff, I guess that's as good as any. You know, I haven't bought anything really in so long I forgot. I mean, I bought those things to keep moisture out of the air, the house or the RV. But I don't buy much, I guess what you'd call junk anymore. I went to an estate sale yesterday. I was out doing my walk around the area, and I saw a sign on this big home. It says estate sale or estate sale. It's a garage sale basically, garbage sale. And I went in, and you know, of course it was a huge home, so they were unloading a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I mean, you should have seen the junk. I mean, she had figurines and little Santa Clauses and candle holders, candelabras, what are you going to call them? A lot of old stuff, just some junk. I mean, and it filled up the whole garage. And they had a 3-car garage that was full, wall to wall, with junk. And I asked, I said, well, why are you getting rid of all of this? And she said, she was selling that big home and moving to a smaller place, and there was no place to put it. So what that tells me is if there had been a place to put it, she'd kept it. Maybe. And I looked at that junk and I thought, God, you know, we buy stuff on impulse, you know, impulse buying, particularly if you're on vacation or something and you see something that kind of looks neat that you have never seen before, and it's got a reasonable price on it. Your little hand just wants to reach out there and grab it. My little hand does too, but my little hand remembers that he ain't got no place to put it in his RV. I ain't got any shelves. And anyway, we're going on here, folks. The original purpose of this video was to give you a tip about discounts on your automobile insurance. And it has digressed into this whatever about whatever. It's a rainy day in Texas, Central Texas, USA, Highway 281 going south towards San Antonio. Go up here to Lowe's and do my walking. It's about 8 more miles, 9 more miles. You know, you think about the poor old animals out there right now, they're hunkered down, of course. And the smart ones live in holes in the ground. I got to give them that. Little mice and groundhogs, and even coyotes live in holes in the ground. Did you know that? They sure do. They have, if you ever find a coyote den, I've run into them when I grew up in South Texas and out in Big Bend when I was living out there. You run into them, you'll see a spot with a bunch of holes that are about 8 inches or 10 inches across, and there'll be several of them in a small area. That's a coyote den. And they live underground where it's cool and comfortable out there in that desert heat, where the temperature underground is a constant 68 degrees. Once you get under 3 feet of earth, you're about 68 degrees year round. Amazing, isn't it? And we think we're smart. I am not too sure. We're the only creature on the planet trying to kill itself. Maybe the rest of them are too, we can't tell. Isn't this an interesting conversation? God damn. Yeah, for those of you that have subscribed to this, I know that there are days that you watch these videos and you say, why in the hell did I subscribe to this channel? God damn. What? I must have been drunk. But it's okay, folks. They get worse. Hang in there. I know a lot of you people are saying you should have said better, but they don't get better. This is about to peak. You know, there's one thing I observed taking that defensive driving deal. I haven't finished it. I just did part of it yesterday. I break it up in little pieces. It'll take me about 3 days. I run over those little deals again. But anyway, I do it in about 3 or 4 days. No hurry. But, you know, it's pretty, they have a section in there about, you know, what older drivers need to be aware of. It's pretty interesting because I'm 71 and what they say is very true. You know, your vision gets bad, your cognition, you know, your ability to recognize a variety of things, cognitive abilities diminish. Most elderly people are involved in accidents at intersections. Why? The reason is there's a lot of things going on. They got to look left, right. They got to watch the red light. You know, maybe an emergency vehicle's coming. You know, all kind of things. You know, and you lose the ability to analyze all that data as quickly as you did when you were younger. So you old folks like me, be aware that your most dangerous situation is when you pull up to an intersection, whether it's a stop sign or a red light, doesn't matter. So be triply careful at intersections. Another situation is driving at night. Elderly people over the age of 65, maybe even younger, but over 65 particularly, the night lights, they don't pick them up well. You don't have the good night type vision. You're easily blinded by bright lights. So if you don't have to drive at night, don't. Of course, our reflexes are slower. And vision, of course. So whenever you get to an intersection, look left and right 2 or 3 times. You know, if the guy behind you honks his horn, just wave at him. You know, another thing that's hard to do as you get older is anticipate. Let's say most people driving a lot more traffic than I do, and you got people cutting in front of you, people right on your butt, people beside you all the time or a lot of the time. And I don't like to drive in city traffic at all, period, ever. Because I don't like somebody trying to cut me off in front. I don't like for somebody to be right on my bumper. But, you know, if you can, find you another route that avoids that area. I know it'd be difficult in some cities, but maybe there's a way. If you look, you know, do a Google search or something. So, anyway, we are going to Lowe's, and it's 48 degrees, and I think that's cold. I got on my windbreaker and a sweatshirt, jogging pants, and driving 55 top up miles an hour. Gasoline right here today has really jumped up, 20 cents a gallon. It's $1.86. The other day, 2 days ago, it was $1.68. They got the numbers backwards. The reason it went up a little bit, the Saudis reached some kind of agreement with Russia and some other oil producers to kind of curb production. It's all right. What it does there, I mean, yeah, it goes up 20 cents a gallon, but of course in Texas, what that does is that creates a hell of a lot of jobs, because they'll start going out and doing those work over rigs and all kinds of stuff, because they can start to make a little money. But anyway, guys, having said that, just remember to check your automobile insurance, whoever it's with, for the discounts that might be available to you. That's what this thing was all about. And I'm going to cut this video off right about now. But anyway, thumbs up. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. And take deep breaths. Drink plenty of water. Stretch, exercise, do what you got to do. But enjoy this Saturday. I am. There's Lowe's. See the big sign? Lowes. So enjoy your day, guys. Adios. Bye-bye.